Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Me First Mornings. I am your host and energy alchemist, Patricia Ribeiro-Wolfson, and I am here trying to fix my computer. And I am here to motivate and inspire you to create a daily routine that helps you, number one, calibrate and elevate your energy. Number two, connect with your inner guidance. And number three, navigate challenges with ease and grace. Now, I know that sounds really hard, or maybe it sounds easy. I don't know. But it is challenging. And the Me First method, which I talk about here on the show all the time, has been a tool and a strategy that I have used to get myself through really rough times. I share it with all my friends and family. And of course, it's something I work with clients on, trying to integrate the Me First philosophy into your daily life. And so what we do on this show is I have created a morning practice that we can do together, which basically is a practice that involves a lot of tools for grounding, for centering, and for connecting with your inner guidance. Because once you've connected with your inner guidance and you've sort of cleared or cleansed your energy for the day, then you're walking into the day with your own energy. You're not, bringing everybody else's stuff. You're not bringing, whatever doesn't serve you. You have to sit with yourself, connect with yourself, and make sure that you have what you want energetically in your life first, so that when you walk out the door, when you step into your day, no matter what someone brings to you, whether it's a bad attitude or, some sort of chaos or craziness, that you're able to keep yourself centered and grounded in your own energy. And you don't start kind of siphoning off energy or absorbing energy from other people or other things that aren't serving you. So we are going to do that today, as we do every day. And of course, it's Fun Friday. Yay! I love Fun Friday, because Fun Friday is the day that I get to pull some cards for the viewers. So if you are watching today and you would like me to pull a card for you, then you can go ahead and just drop a little emoji and say, me please, or card please, and I will read as many as I can. All right. So welcome to everyone who's watching. Thank you. Hi, Dad. Yes, life is beautiful. My dad's favorite mantra on the planet. Anyone else who's watching, say hi. Let me know what you're doing, what you're watching, and we're going to continue. All right. So if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, then please go to YouTube at Me First Mornings and subscribe. Do I need to stop the show? No? Okay. I'm just checking. I have some kids home to date right now, so just making sure that I don't need to stop the show for any reason. We are good. Yay. Let's go. All right. So, yes, don't forget to subscribe to Me First Mornings right now, and don't forget to download your free gift. Your free gift is the Me First Quick Reference Guide, which includes things like how to calibrate your energy, the Me First Mornings ritual, which we'll do together here, a quick GPS activity so that you can figure out what your GPS word is, something that we do talk about as well, your daily ABCs, and a simple guide to manage stress. So the daily ABCs, we talked all about that on yesterday's show. So if you don't recall, or if you didn't watch it, feel free to go ahead and watch the replay on YouTube. That show is important to establish sort of a way for you to shift your energy easily and quickly, and it's 3 small steps, so you can do that. All right, so let's do this. Let's do our Me First morning routine and get ourselves centered and grounded so that we can begin our day no matter what's going on, because sometimes you have chaos, you have insanity, and this little routine, not only does it help me set the morning right, but very often throughout the day, if I have a difficult moment, if I'm struggling with something, I will use one of these. All right, hold on. Hello, no YouTube, can't sign in. Oh, you can't sign into YouTube? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Good morning, Susie. Good morning, Carrie Ann. Good morning. I don't know what to tell you about that with YouTube, but you can watch on Facebook too. Well, clearly you're watching, so that's okay. And there is a link, so if you can subscribe, you please do, and if you can't, that's okay too. Just come watch on Facebook. All right. So let's light the candles, and this is how we start our ritual every morning. And this is just something that I like to do, and what I like to do to start is to set the stage, right? We want to set the space. Oh, it is working. Okay, there we go. I keep forgetting to bring a new lighter because this thing is just enormous. No need for this, but I keep forgetting. All right, so we light our candle. We're going to use some essential oils. And what this does is it just sets the stage for us. It gets our body relaxing and comfortable. And I find that the essential oils, as I say almost every day, not only do they have their own vibration, and so they will help sort of uplift you with their own original properties, but if you establish this as a practice each and every day, I like to put it in my hair because it smells good. If you establish this as a practice every day, then when you use, and I use the same essential oil every time I do the Me First Morning practice, so when I need to sort of bring myself to a space of focus and control and just being in touch with my inner guidance, I will usually gravitate towards that essential oil that I use, because that has already triggered my body into relaxing, because I've trained it to relax. I've trained it to feel centered with this scent. All right. So that's what we're doing here, is we're establishing this practice every day so that when you really need it, you can go to it, and it's going to help you get to that place of calm and peace faster, or it's going to help you to connect with your GPS word faster. All right. So let's go to the next step, and that is 3 deep breaths. Now, breathing and breath is like the most essential thing you need to do in life, right? You have to keep breathing, because if you're not breathing, you're dead. So, but we forget how important breath can be on a daily basis, even to just regulate your system. And so we're going to do this in a way that we are going to slow down, regulate, and ground our system so that we are sort of in a state of neutrality, right? We want to be in a state of neutrality where we're not excited, we're not depressed, we're just kind of like in that zone, right? In the flow. So you're going to take a deep breath. You're going to have your feet well planted on the ground. And I want you to imagine that your feet well planted into the ground, that beautiful healing, creation energy that comes from the earth, what grows from the earth. I want you to imagine that energy comes up through your feet, filling your body from down there, right? And just so you can feel balanced and connected to the earth. And I want you to just open up. Imagine that the top of your head opens up and you're just ready to receive the sunlight, that liquid sunshine, that healing light that is, the be all end all of creation, which is the power of light. I want you to imagine that that's just kind of pouring into the top of your head. And so when you take a deep breath, I want you to take a deep breath in to the count of 5. I want you to hold for 5. And we are going to release slowly to the count of 10. We're going to double our exhale. And in that exhale, we're going to release anything that no longer serves us. As our body fills with that healing light, I want you to imagine all of that stuck, stagnant, and dense energy just dissipating and being released as you exhale. And then Mother Nature will take care of it. We'll take that energy and transmute it into something useful, as all things in our ecosystem do get used and recycled. Our energy that doesn't serve us also gets recycled. So we're going to set that intention. All right, deep breath in. Here we go. Oh, I'd already breathed. Let's do that again. Okay, deep breath in, count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Once again, taking a deep breath in, allowing that healing energy to fill your body and just eliminating and reducing any stuck, stagnant, or dense energy and allowing it to exhale, removing it from your body, removing it from your energetic field. Here we go. Breath in on 5, hold for 5, and breathe out for 10. Relax your shoulders if you can while you hold your breath. And release. Okay, and your last deep breath, make it count. Ready? And hold. And release. Beautiful. And so just to remind you, that exhale, doing that slowly, it just brings your body into that calm state. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for calm. We're looking for peace. We're looking for that place of neutrality where we are connected to our higher self. And now I want you to think about your GPS word, right? Now that we're calm and just grooving. And how you come up with your GPS word is really just thinking about how do you feel when you are at your happiest? So one of the exercises that I share in that quick reference guide is, where's your happy place? How do you feel when you're in your happy place? So think about that for a moment. Whatever that happy place is for you, what's the word that comes up? I mean, maybe happy is the word. And if you feel truly connected to the word happy and you know what that means to you, well, then absolutely, that's your GPS word. But it might be something a little bit more specific. It could be fulfilled. It could be abundant. It could be peaceful. It could be relaxed. It could be spacious. Think of a word that you can then sort of bring into other parts of your life. I mean, I don't want you to think about bringing that word into other parts of your life when you're coming up with your GPS word, but that's what you're going to use it for, right? So it's like, how can I embody this feeling that I want more than anything, whatever that feeling might be, which could be, feeling happiness, feeling joy, feeling connected, feeling like you belong. Maybe belonging is what you're looking for. All right, so now what we do, that we have that GPS word in our mind, we want to set the intention to bring that word in, to bring that feeling into our life as much as possible. And I like to call in my spiritual support team to help me do that, and that's what we're going to do right now. Now, I've made up my own prayer, but if you have your own religious practice or spiritual practice and prayers that you feel connected to, then this would be the time that you would say your prayer and ask for your spiritual support team, whoever that might be. It could be Jesus, God, angels, Mary, whoever you feel connected to. Ask them to support you to bring in that feeling that you want most out of your life, that would make you feel satisfied and fulfilled, or whatever that feeling is that you're looking for. Okay, here we go. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and all beings of 100% pure white light, allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. May the highest vibration of infinite consciousness connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and his infinitely powerful violet flame burn away the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Help us to embody our intentions for the day and help us raise the collective vibration for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. Okay, guess what? It's time to find out what the oracle cards say. All right, who wants me to pull a card for them? First of all, let's see what the energy of the weekend is like. I'm gonna go ahead and figure that out for myself. And I use the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. I use these a lot. I also have another a tarot deck that I'm starting to use which is called the This Might Hurt tarot deck. I love that one. So, but for today's purposes, because I want to get a read on the weekend, right? So whenever I'm looking for it depends on the guidance. Hello, Liz Bailey from Australia. Welcome. Lynn. Oh, excellent. Lynn, would you like me to pull a card for you? Because you did put an emoji. You didn't say me, please, but if you would like one, I can pull a card for you. All right. This is super exciting, guys. I am really excited to pull the cards and see what does our spirit team, does our spiritual guidance team, which is what I like to call them, our spiritual guidance team, what do they want us to know, right? What do they need us to know for this weekend? How can we sort of get what do we need to know before we enter the weekend? Okay. Hold on one second. Hope you're well. Could I have a card, please? Yes, you can have a card. Beautiful. So Lynn and Liz, you guys will be my first. So let's go here. Bum-ba-dum. Okay, so you know what? Since you guys want a card, I'm just going to go straight to you guys instead of pulling it in general. So I'll set the intention. Liz, you were first to ask, so you will get a card first. And then Lynn, you will be next. So cool. Let's see here. Dum-ba-dum. Okay, so Liz, this is for you. All right, so here is the card that came up for you. And the interesting thing is that this card came upside down. And so first, I like to always tell people what the number is. I don't know if you can see it. It's number 31. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so the number of the card is number 31. All right, and it's dry desert. And the interesting thing is that it came up upside down. And what that tells me is that you are resisting this. So what that tells me is that maybe there's something that you are afraid of being alone. You're afraid of experiencing things on your own. I feel like there's maybe a wound of abandonment here. And so I think this weekend, you know, what it's telling you is to not be afraid to spend some time on your own and to not be afraid of feeling a little bit lost. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but sometimes we feel lost and we feel angry or upset that we feel lost, that we don't have a clear path before us. But very often we don't have that clear path because it just hasn't presented ourselves. And it is our own insecurity in ourselves and in what maybe life has in store for us that keeps us anxious about the unknown, anxious about not having a plan, anxious about what may be coming in the future, or even about being on your own or doing something on your own. But I'm here to tell you that I'm feeling very strongly that this is about you building confidence. This is about you gaining clarity on your next step. And sometimes we really need to sort of clear out the unnecessary parts of our life in order to step into a stronger, more clear evolution of ourselves. I left my abusive husband nearly 2 years ago, but still feel a bit lost. Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations. I can't even imagine how difficult that is, although I don't personally have experience. I do. My grandmother had to leave her abusive husband. So I want to just tell you that you are an incredibly brave person to do that for yourself. And I know that you probably feel really lost and afraid, but what you did for yourself is that you showed up for yourself. You showed up for yourself, you advocated for yourself, and you set up a boundary for yourself that says, I will no longer accept this behavior in my life. And sometimes it's really hard to step into that because it's scary, right? And we're like, well, you know, it's a terrible situation, but it's a situation that you were familiar with and you knew what was coming, right? Or, you know, not coming or however it was. But it's important as you step into this journey of self-discovery, that boundary that you set, it set a very clear message to the universe. It sets a very clear message for yourself and that inner child that says, I am not going to let you be treated like this. I will not accept this treatment. And so everything in your life, when you set those boundaries, you have to make sure that you are embodying that love and respect that you deserve to yourself. When you say like, I will no longer accept this in my life, it takes us a while to sort of recalibrate, right? Because you were in the energy of someone who was taken advantage of, someone who was abused, someone who was a victim, right? You were in that energy, and now you are releasing that energy. I mean, you released it 2 years ago. That was your first step. But people don't realize that there are still sort of residual things that we end up dealing with. There's going to be situations in your life that you're faced with that may not be abuse, but are going to require you to stand up for yourself in different ways, whether it's speaking up for yourself or leaving other situations or other toxic relationships, even the toxic relationships we have in our mind with our own inner critic. Whatever is going on in here, you cannot allow yourself to speak the same way you were spoken to ever, because you set that boundary. You set that boundary for yourself, like, I will not be abused, I will not be taken advantage of, I will not be treated like that. Then you cannot treat yourself like that either. That means you have to be kind and gentle to yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to give yourself all the love and time and compassion that you need. It was very traumatic, so still dealing with it. I'm sure you've been through an incredible trauma. And I hope that you are seeking help. I hope you have somebody that you can speak to about this, a professional that can help you navigate this trauma in your life. But I just want to let you know, oh yes, I said very big, strong boundaries now. Good, that's amazing. I want to let you know that you are not alone. You are on this journey. And even if you feel a little bit alone and lost and disconnected, you are just finding your way. You're in the tunnel. You're in the tunnel right now, and you're kind of like feeling your way through it. But there is light on the other side. And you know what? You are the light. You are the light. You are bringing the light through that tunnel. So there is light on the other side waiting for you, but you are also that torch that is in the darkness walking through. And you got to keep going, because I know that you have the power to get through this. You have done so much already. And that was just planting the seeds. I am so happy that you were able to do that for yourself. And I hope that you spend this weekend really spending some time honoring yourself, respecting yourself, and giving yourself whatever it is that you need to acknowledge how far you've come. Because what you did was monumental. And you know, it takes time. It takes time to transition from where you were energetically to where you are now. Recalibrating is a daily process. And so I hope that this gave you a little bit of encouragement. I just want to send you love. You've got this, Liz. You're amazing. You really are. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Let's do who's next. We had Lynn. Lynn, you're next. Let's go ahead and pull that card for you. We'll get a new one for you. Let's see, Lynn. It's feeling into Lynn's energy. And so we're just going to find out, what do you need to know for the weekend? Oh, you're so welcome, Liz. You're so welcome. And please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Please download that guide, the quick reference guide. Go to my description and download that quick reference guide and see if that might help you just sort of slowly, continually recalibrating your energy, because it is about me first. And you, of all people right now, need to focus on yourself, healing yourself, and stepping forward with yourself at the forefront. All right, Lynn, here we go. Wide open. Oh, I love this card. So Lynn, number 42 is the number, and the card is wide open. So what this tells me is that You are in the midst of like the opportunities are endless here. You are wide open to receiving whatever is coming your way. I feel like you've been doing the work, that you've been very present with yourself, that you're getting clear on what you want. And maybe you don't have an actual like focus right now, but you are in a position where you are able to receive all the things, all the seeds that you've been planting. You are open to it right now. This wide open card, it talks about possibilities. It's like the possibilities of different paths. You are in an energy where you can choose any direction right now, and any direction with that energy of receiving, with that energy of adventure, right? Because that's it too. It's a little bit about, you're going on a road trip. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm going to get in the car and let's see where the wind takes us. That's the energy that I feel for you this weekend. It is this energy of let's just see what happens. That curiosity. And I think that curiosity and that energy of moving forward and just kind of seeing what comes up, it's going to bring you some beautiful, magical gifts. Because that is the energy that we really ideally should be in on a daily basis, right? Centered and clear on what we want out of life, but willing to kind of see where the wind takes us, willing to go with the flow. And sometimes even when we get challenges in that energy, that's okay. It's like, oh, well, that's interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Let's see where this takes me. And I think that's the phrase that's coming to me. Whatever happens this weekend or whatever happens in general, you can just ask yourself, let's see where this takes me. Of course, always setting boundaries on what you're willing to accept or not accept in your life. I talk about boundaries because they're really important. But I really think that for you to just be able to kind of see where things take you, you're going to see these beautiful opportunities unfold for you. And I'm not quite sure, I don't know, I'm seeing it's like mountains here, but I don't know if you go hiking or if you sort of I'm seeing paths or trails, something about nature. I think, get into nature a little bit this weekend if you can, and just sort of connect with nature and be open and available to the signs that are coming. And you're going, those signs, when you're open to the signs, and I'm not sure if you pay attention to birds or numbers or anything like that, but there are signs there available to you that are nudging you in the direction that you need to go. Employment. You're looking for employment. Okay. So that's sort of like the wide open possibilities. So what I'm seeing here is that the opportunities for employment for you is that it can come from anywhere. And I don't know why the nature thing is still there, but literally you can meet someone on the street and have a nice conversation or help someone, with their groceries or, any kind of contact that does not have the intention to achieve anything, but it can result in wonderful connections. And those connections can then result in a wonderful opportunity for work. So don't close yourself off to just thinking that your opportunities are simply in, I'm going to apply for this job, I'm going to submit my employment, and then there we go. The possibilities are endless. There are so many different ways that you can end up with new employment. So stay open to those possibilities. Stay open to connecting with people. The secret in anything in life is your relationship to the things in your life, your relationship with your employment, your relationship with the people around you, your relationship with yourself. And so I want you to really open up to fun, open up to adventure, and have that relationship of fun and adventure with your next job. Wouldn't it be fun if your next job was fun? Wouldn't it be incredible if your next job had some sort of adventure along with security, right? Because that's why we all want jobs. We want jobs because we want something to do. We want to focus, right? But we also want security. We want something that will bring us financial comfort, right? We want to know I'm going to my job every day and I'm doing something that I love. And guess what? I can pay my bills and I can pay my mortgage and I can, do the things that I need to do. So I really want to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, talk to some people, go out into nature and see where those things lie. Just see what your intuition pushes you towards, right? Like sometimes you're like, oh, I kind of want to go for a walk here. And you may not know why you want to go on that street, or you want to go on that day, or you want to talk to this person. You may not know why, but follow those little instincts, follow those nudges, follow those whispers. When you hear something that says, hey, I want to do this, that's weird. Why do I want to do that? Just go for it. That's where the fun and adventure comes in. Just be wide open to the possibilities of where things may lead. And I think you're going to like the results. All right. Thank you so much, Lynn. It is after 10, so I need to wrap up the show. I only did 2 readings today, but if anybody else would like a reading, please feel free to reach out to me. Send me a message, send me a comment, and we can set up an appointment. I do individual readings. We do oracle readings, but I also do Me First morning sessions where I can help you establish your own practice and help you come up with a plan to deal with whatever challenges that you may have in your life, no matter what's going on, no matter what your limitations, no matter what you think or what kinds of things are stacked against you. I promise you there is a solution and there is a way through that heaviness. And I want to help you with the Me First method to create a way for you to kind of get out of that terrible place of fear, of unknowing. And I want to help you get a focus so that you can keep moving forward no matter what is going on in your life. And don't forget, I am here every single day from Monday to Friday at 9:30 a.m. You can watch me on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe at Me First Mornings. Go right there, subscribe, and ding that notification bell. And I will be back on Monday. And don't forget, you are the light. So keep shining.